channel, baby.
Yeah.
What it do, Half and J family. Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yes.
It's your boy Half.
And your girl J.
And we back
with another reaction video.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back.
We about to get to some more reactions, man.
Yes.
Hope y'all ready for these interesting topics that we throwing at y'all. Let them know who we'll react to today.
Okay, so shout out to Fox News.
Shout out to Fox.
Okay, the video is titled "Host Breaks Down in Laughter Over KJP's Farewell Message."
All right, so this is the House Speaker, right? KJP?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the House Speaker. I mean, you know, sometimes I be lost in the sauce. So, but let's get into it, man. But before we do, everybody that's out there who has not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe button.
Yes.
Turn your post notifications on.
Yes.
Like and share this video.
Yes.
And then comment down below, baby.
Come on.
Come and join the squad, man.
Yes. Half and J.
H and J.
Yes.
Plus, you ever kicking
Kicking
off
off
what?
what?
Good vibes, baby. Good vibes. Kaboom!
Boom.
All right, let's get it.
So we know that there'll be a very new team in place at the White House very soon. A member of the outgoing team is Karine, Pierre, the press secretary for President Biden. She posted this on social media. Charlie's beside himself already. Here's to the best team in the business. I couldn't do it without you. Sort of wonder how she would be without them.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
This is like, and look, in fairness, when you're doing a tough job, and she has one, and you have that camaraderie, you want to pay tribute to the people that you work with, but this sort of has the same vibe to me as like someone on the Chicago White Sox from this past season, putting out a team photo and being like, what an amazing group to be a part of. They lost 121 games in Chicago this past season. That's the baseball equivalent of this press shop.
Damn.
I understand that President Biden didn't give them much to work.
That's bad. That he compared it to that. That is terrible right there.
Yeah.
You're being on sports like that, but that is terrible right there, though.
Yeah.
Damn.
The baseball equivalent of this press shop. I understand that President Biden didn't give them much to work with, right? It's very hard to speak on his behalf and to defend him. But with all respect, she is uniquely bad at this job.
And she has the entire press corps.
He said uniquely bad, though. Like, you got skills, though, to be that bad, though.
Right.
You feel
Because
me?
did you see the whole team behind her?
Yeah.
And she still did horribly.
Very horrible.
The whole team.
Right.
That's bad.
That's very bad. Like, he put in perspective as far as the Chicago White Sox.
Right. That's terrible.
Man.
Uniquely bad at this job.
And she has the entire press corps almost exclusively behind her. They're doing her work for her. And she still is a complete disaster.
That's why I thought Molly Hemingway, the great Molly Hemingway, had one of the best tweets out there on this. She said, there is not an easier job in the universe than being press secretary for a Democrat. And yet somehow y'all still failed. So let's get a little bit of a look back at some of the highlights of what some people call Binder, Karine Jean-Pierre.
Title 42 is going to be lifted. Yes, it will. But we are going to move to Title 8. The border is not open.
Is there any possibility that the president would end up pardoning his son?
No.
Well, is there?
I just said no. I just answered. Go ahead.
Instead of...
But he did.
What?
Pardon his son.
Oh, yeah.
Because he said, is there any chances of the president pardoning his son? No.
Right.
And he did. That's a lie. Let's see how many lies we can catch me into. Let's count down the lies, y'all. That's one right there for sure.
Is not open.
Is there any possibility that the president would end up pardoning his son?
No.
Well, is there?
I just said no. I just answered. Go ahead.
Instead of Republicans, focusing on the president's performance in office and what he's been able to accomplish, his actual record
they do these cheap fakes.
Is there a real alarm happening behind the scenes that the president is simply too old to stake around for another 4 years?
No, there's no alarm happening behind the scenes. I would put the president's stamina, president's wisdom, ability to get this done on behalf of the American people against anyone.
What?
Well,
She did say at one point as well that she and some of the staffers just could scarcely keep up with Joe Biden and his pace and his energy. And it's just like, I think laughing, unfortunately, is the right response, right? It's a joke. It was gaslighting at the time. Cheap fakes. One of the creepiest things that's happened in our politics in the last year was Karine Jean-Pierre spewing out that word, cheap fakes, which no one had ever heard before, and then most of the mainstream media picking it up overnight, like through osmosis. Within hours, they're like, oh, this is a thing that we say now. And of course, it wasn't cheap. It wasn't fit.
Some of y'all might not know exactly what I'm talking about when I say this. That picture of Joe Biden, that face expression reminds me of that comedy, Kings of Comedy with Bernie Mac. Remember, he was like, talking about his nephew going to say, I get some milk and cookies and this, that, and third.
I didn't see
You see
it.
that? Oh my God, man! I hope somebody out there knows exactly what I'm talking about. Cause I promise you, that's damn near the same exact face that Bernie Mac was making when he was like, like, hey, I swear to you, man, you have to watch that. You have to watch it. What I'm talking about, you will bust up rolling. I hope somebody who's watching this knows exactly what I'm talking about. In that Kings of Comedy stand-up with Bernie Mac, when he was talking about his nephew with the milk and cookie thing, that is the face expression right there. I promise you, damn near dead on though. Like, I swear, watch it. You'll be like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Within hours, they're like, oh, this is a thing that we say now. And of course, it wasn't cheap. It wasn't fake. It was real. And the lie that she told to our colleague, Mark Meredith, about the pardon, for example, it's just like one greatest hit after another from this crew, starring, in many cases, her, because he, the principal, rarely spoke.
And sadly, it proves you can tell any lie. And it doesn't matter how big it is. If you just tell it and keep telling it and keep telling it, there's a portion of the people that believe it.
Right.
And they fall in line. And then we wind up, months, years later, it turns out all the speculation about his mental incapacity.
all it took was an op-ed from George Clooney, and then they all switched over. It's crazy.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm
Hey, listen. Again, even if I was a Democrat, even if I did vote for Biden, I would have lost all respect for him when he did pardon his son. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, that's like, you know your son doing wrong, you know your child's doing wrong, but you're still trying to reward him for doing wrong. You know what I mean? To let him know, hey, listen, even though you did wrong, I'm gonna try to still get you out of this situation.
Right.
Instead of taking responsibility and accountability of what he did as a grown man. You ain't no child. Like, you're not 7, 8, 9 years old.
Right.
You're a grown, fully grown man.
Right. Right.
Knowing what you was doing.
Right.
Knowing what was wrong. But then you want to look up to daddy to have him bail you out. You know what I mean? So to me, I would have lost total respect for him once he did that, straight up, because that, you don't do stuff like that. Cause it's you're sending a bad message. You know what I'm saying? And that's not cool.
Right.
That's not cool. That's not cool. So when you got other people that's in there for less shit for what he did, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they just sitting up in there. So if you go pardon somebody, pardon them.
Right.
You feel me? Straight up, man. So that's my rant. I'm done. Anything you want to add?
It goes to show that, you know, when you hire through what is it called? What
When you hire somebody?
Hire people through
Zillow or some shit? Or?
No, it's like dang, my mind is everywhere. What is it's like it's right there, but I just cannot get it, can't think of
What you
it.
talking about?
Affirmative action.
Oh, okay.
When you hire through affirmative action,
Right.
those are the results.
Yeah.
You know, you being fair, you know, you being equal rights and,
Right.
and all of that. And
Right. Right.
look how it turned out.
Right. But even if you want to do that, equal rights and all that, you had to get to somebody who's still qualified for that job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just can't.
But they just hired just because she was a black woman.
Yeah, I think she was working at Macy's.
Possibly.
You know what I'm saying? She was selling perfume.
Possibly.
I was like, come on up here. Let me, you know what I mean?
She couldn't get it right.
At all. And
With a team.
Right. A whole team.
Whole team.
Yeah, that's
And she said, I just couldn't do it without you.
right. And that's the truth.
So with the team,
She
look what
still
she
did,
did.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But without
the
team,
team, she would have been, oh yeah. She would have been like super horrible.
yeah.
Super horrible.
Right.
And like they said, even though Biden didn't really give them enough to go off of,
Right, true.
you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like you just said, you got a whole team still behind you.
Right.
So somebody don't know what they're doing. Either the team,
Or
you.
It's not the team.
Yeah.
It could be the team.
right. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway, y'all comment down below. Y'all comment down below, man. Let us know what y'all think about this one. And I hope somebody that's watching this, man, seen that comedy, that stand-up comedy, that can remember that particular scene on that stand-up comedy with the Kings of Comedy. I promise you, man. That face is what Bernie Mac was making when he was talking about his nephew with the milk and cookies. That shit was funny as hell, man. So, but I want you to watch it so you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
So y'all won't think I'm just crazy like that, though. But anyway, let's jump to some shout-outs.
Okay, so first shout out goes to Pretty Boy Floyd. What's up, Pretty Boy Floyd?
Floyd Mayweather?
Right.
Pretty Boy Floyd, man. What's going on, champ? Shout out to you. Hope you definitely enjoyed that reaction, man. Let's know what
Yes.
you thought about that one.
Yes.
Comment down below.
Yes. And second shout out goes to American Everyday. What's up, American Everyday?
American every day. I like that word, man, because I'm American every day. You
Every
feel me?
day.
So shout out to you. Hope you definitely enjoyed that reaction.
Yes.
We definitely appreciate everybody. I just want to say this one thing. It had nothing to do with the video and nothing like that. This Call of Duty thing, you guys, like, no. On some real stuff, though. I have never met so many racist people in my life. Besides on Call of Duty. I promise you. Like, throughout my whole entire years on this earth, I have never came across so many racist people. But on that game, Call of Duty, it's so many racist people on there, it don't make no sense whatsoever. No, for real. But they're chat banning for small things, though. You follow me? Like some people don't even say nothing on that game, and they get a chat ban. But you have people who saying, I'm talking about some cruel things, and not getting chat banned. You know, so I just have to throw that out there, man. Call of Duty, you need to fix that, like, seriously, because it's making the game trash. Make people don't want to play the game. You know, you got kids that plays that game. You know what I'm saying? And imagine if your kid on there playing that game, hearing some grown men calling them the N-word or, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. That's not cool. That's not cool, man.
No,
So
it's not.
I just had to throw that out there, y'all. 'Cause I know some of y'all play Call of Duty. If you know if you play it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, but anyway, that's my rant again. I'm done. You know. But anyway,
Oh,
man,
my
we love you
goodness,
guys, man.
You just had to bring Call of Duty.
I
up.
had to, man. Make sure y'all keep God first.
Most importantly.
And we're gonna catch you guys in the next reaction video.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.